What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video, and finally, it is time to shock the system. This upcoming weekend during the Flash Feud Series festivities, we are going to finally see the official in-ring, in-game debut of none other than modern era showboat Adam Cole, baby! Undisputed Era come into WWE Champions. I'm absolutely hyped for this. I know I'm not the only one. I know many players have been longing for Adam Cole to finally enter the game. Sadly, he's coming alone. It seems that we aren't going to be seeing Roddy or O'Reilly or Fish anywhere anytime soon, but who knows? Things can change. There's still 3 amigos left. They could easily set up an MLC there. Fish is a free-to-play. Roddy Strong as a prize wall or mega superstar champion. The same could be said about O'Reilly there. Anything's possible. We could easily have the whole gang back together. But for right now, it's all about the leader. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you. Highly upset that he is a showboat. I could have easily seen him being a trickster, a technician, or even a striker. Yes. As much as I say that I'm tired of seeing strikers, I could have seen Cole being a legit striker. It made sense. I seen Shawn Michaels Showstopper as a doggone striker, and everyone basically says that Adam Cole is a new and improved Shawn Michaels or HBK reincarnated. So it would have made sense to see him as a striker. But you know what? Realities versus expectations is always a thing that we humans have a problem with. And the reality is Adam Cole is coming into the game as a showboat. And I'll just have to bite that bullet and deal and chill. Nonetheless, I just want to discuss a couple of things here with you. First and foremost, I have to say this. Because of this banner, because of this champion that's coming into the game, I have to address this problem. Champions, in my opinion, definitely has one of the worst gotchas when it comes to mobile games, as well as rates in general. And I'm just going to break things down to you. Now, when it comes to champions, let's look at it. Normally, off the top, you have your manager's pass for those who invest their disposable income. You got your Silver League pass for everyone. Free to play or pay to play. That is available to everyone. Then you have your MLC free to play loot banner. Then you have your disposable income MLC week loot banners. And then you have any other specialty banners that come around. So for instance, we're going to have Adam Cole's banner up this weekend, but we're also going to see a rotation of Flash Feud banners, and we're still going to have the normal MLC free-to-play banner and disposable income banner alongside the manager's pass and the Silver League loot. I will never get over what Hulk Hogan said to Undertaker when I listened to the Stone Cold podcast. He told Taker, less is more. Less is more. And that's the problem here when it comes to champions. You have too much of a bad thing. Now, I know what they say. Too much of a good thing can lead to things going pretty crazy. And this isn't the reverse thing here, okay? We aren't doing some stuff here where we're turning negatives into a positive, where too much of a bad thing's going to lead to something good. No, it's just too much crap. Because the rates are ridiculous. They are hot garbo. And the shard system, let's be realistic, is backwards. Absolutely backwards. Now, this is where I'm going to go and dive in real quick. I don't even want to hold y'all for long, but I do have to get these points across. Whatever those points may be, bear with me, okay? Now, in my opinion, if champions had their shard system set up where you pull the character first, the first time you get them, the first time you ever come across that character, first time, you unlock them. Doesn't matter if they're 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 1-day 5-star, right? The first time you see Adam Cole, you recruited Adam Cole. Then, if you decide to go any further into doing pulls, you start accumulating the shards, and you could choose. Do I use these shards to fuse them up to a higher star rarity, like 4-star bronze? Or do I use these shards to save my color training poster TP reservoir? That works, and I'll explain why. Because in FGO, the first copy of a servant, that's your first initial copy. Any further copies you use to boost the damage of their Noble Phantasm. So you can go up to a max of MP5. You pull your first copy, that's MP1. The next 4 copies you get of that servant, that's maxed out to MP5. Any additional ones, you can sell to use for currency to get other items and resources within the different variations of shops and stores. Dokkan Battle. You pull your first LR, that's your main go-to. You lock him or her in, boom, you're done. You pull 4 more copies, you use them to open up your past and your hidden potential system, boom, you're done. Any other copies moving forward, you can either use them to upgrade your super attack, or you can sell them in the shop to be used for different things. Champions goes different about this. Instead, you gotta pull multiple amounts of shards to unlock the character first, and by the time you unlock them, who knows how deep down the rabbit hole you're already in. You might have spent $20 and you're good. You're out. I do $20 in a dream, get 2,000 shards of a character. Got them unlocked. I'm done. Thank you. Or you could spend $100. You might get 1,600 shards first and you're like, what? I'm lost. And then next thing you know, before your rolls are over, you pull them at 4-star gold. It's possible. Or you could spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 or $5,000 to finally get all the shards that you need to unlock one character. And that's just one character. Now, this is the reason why things start to get to me. That's so backwards that it's hurting the game. It's going to kill the game. And it's just I don't understand the logic behind it. I get that they understand that we got all these different types of banners out made available, so people are going to be pulling one way or the other, but you should be fair with your rates. It shouldn't be that hard to unlock somebody, especially if you're going off the name alone. The person that's featured, especially if they're broken, if they're busted, after seeing the exclusive gameplay from the Broskis, right? Their name should ring bells enough to have people ready and up in arms to spend disposable income to invest in your banners. But if your banner is that convoluted that you're just getting shards and shards of a superstar, when back in the day, remember back in the day when we pulled superstars and when we pulled them, we actually got them? Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how they've done things and implemented certain ways and mechanics and systems in the game that have actually hurt the game more than actually improved it. And with Adam Cole, this is going to be another prime example. Doesn't matter if he's a showboat. Doesn't matter if he's the worst, he's a representative of the worst class out of the 6 classes in Champions. He's going to sell. Doesn't even matter if he's good or not. Because if you're a fan of him, I've always said that. Go after your people. If you're going after someone because they're meta changing, top tier, god tier, that's one thing. And if you're just a fan favorite, you're a mark of them, go for them. I can't blame you, but it's going to be the same sick cycle that's going to happen this weekend. And to think, we're going to have a rotation of Flash feud banners. You're going to have your regular MLC weekly banner up. You're going to have your MLC free-to-play banner, your manager, your Silver League Pass banners. You're going to have all these things up and still have Adam Cole. It's just so convoluted. Now, other games also get smart with it. They got certain characters that are on their banners permanently, you know? Now, they've done away with certain banners where, you know, you don't see 1-stars no more. What's a 1-star outside of the one that you claim for MLC, right? You usually see a minimum of a 2-star, maybe 3-star. But the problem that they do with their banners is the banners that you would think would be the best ones end up being so overwhelmed with the amounts of shards you can get for certain superstars, it gets sickening. Now, they got a Hulk Hogan and Mr. T banner up, and this will be a solid opportunity for some people to pull because the lowest thing you could pull out of there is basically a 3-star. But the thing they mess up on is you have 3-star cards of characters, and then you also have the shards included. Just remove the shards and keep the 3-star poster. And on top of that, include, moving forward, make banners that are actually going to have things that you need. MP coaches and trainers. Gem generation, gem destruction, coaches and trainers. I feel those are characters that should all be on a banner. They should always be on the banner, but they don't have to be shown. But you shouldn't be mad either, because they're characters that you need to get somewhere. Or put them on the Silver League banner. Make the rates go up a little bit there with getting them. But I think people would appreciate that, knowing, okay, I can get my MP coaches here. I can get Elias here. I can get Trickster Andre here. I can get this one or that one here. That would make things better. Even your champions that have the ability where certain moves destroy a certain amount or even generate a certain amount, they should be included in these type of banners. But when it comes to these banners that are supposed to be for these be-all, end-all guys, less is more. We shouldn't be seeing Hulk Hogan, Immortal, or Hollywood popping in and out as frequently as we have. It gets to the point where you know that they don't care about giving you quality. They just want to increase the quantity of the disposable income that they're receiving from you. And to know that they make so much money off a game that isn't even in the top 100, the top 10 of top grossing mobile games. It's just a smack in the face. It really is. And I don't know where this is coming from. I'm just speaking from the heart and just spitting truth from my perspective, okay? I mean, the shard system, backwards. Recruit them first, then utilize the shards. Too many banners is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. These are gotcha rates, gotcha games. Champions is a gotcha game, just like FGO, just like Dokkan Battle, games that I mentioned in the past. But there has to come a point where things get a little bit fair. You're taking a risk every single time you roll. Every time you do a pull, you're taking a risk. Doesn't matter. But make it fair in a sense. Diversity is key when it comes to champions. You don't see a lot of people walking around with Tech Undertaker. Just like you don't see a bunch of people walking around with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. The same way you won't see a bunch of people walking around with Walter. Okay? But at the same time, when it comes to rates, there should be some type of pity system implemented by now. Or simply just correct the system that you introduced. Just fix the shard system. So when people pull Adam Cole, they got him. Instead of, oh, I pulled Adam Cole. Word? What level was he at? Nah, I just pulled 5 shards of him. How much did you spend? $500. You're telling me that in $500 worth of pulls, you only got 5 shards of Adam Cole. Yep. That's what happened. I got him. I got the 5 on the third rotation. But then I figured maybe I'll get some more if I go in 2 more times, and no cigar. And another thing, champions needs to come to a point where they figure out what they're going to do when it comes to their amount of pulls. We literally went from a point where we were getting, 55 pulls for $100 disposable income. Now, it's all over the place now. And this is me personally. I understand what they do here. Like the Hogan and Mr. T banner. You can get 16 pulls for 12K in-game cash IGC. I understand that. And with the minimum being 3 stars on it compared to if you were doing pulls on the Clash of Champions banner where the minimum is 2, I understand. I get that. But at the same time, don't you think it's gotten to a point now where, think about that, same way with the Hall of Fame banners, okay? Just think about that. I could spend $100 over here, get scoped, and get 55 pulls at least, or I spend $100, get 16, and walk away with nothing but dupes. I can get scoped either way. And even if the other one is said to be better, is it really? I beg to differ. So, as happy as I am about Cole being here, he's being introduced during a very, very stocked weekend. I mean, Hall of Fame Austin's up. Hogan and Mr. T banner is up at the moment. Then you're going to have the rotation of the Flash feuds. Then you have your weekly. And then, what if they do this? They have this whole contest scenario for Cole, and then here comes Monday. Here comes Monday, and guess who's on the new week of Clash of Champions banner? Mr. Adam Cole, baby. So you invested all that money for this weekend contest, bringing him in, just for them to roll him right into the next MLC week banner. It gets too convoluted. It gets to a point where it's very sickening and sad. It's very sad. And even if you throw in certain things like, oh, there's going to be this strap here that's going to help you out. What is that strap to me? Because I saw somebody spit some truth and some facts here, and it's real. It's like, okay, you're offering up these straps and everything, but let's be realistic. You got these stun straps or stun immunity straps, right? But do they really matter? Because one, you're usually always going from your perspective, right? So either it's going to work or it's not. It's not always a guaranteed shot at immunity, and it's not always a guaranteed shot that you're going to get an additional turn. But you're creating characters that are able to get their moves off quicker to the point that the strap could sometimes just be absolutely useless, because the character's going to be able to get out one way or the other. They're going to be able to maneuver and get so much damage in on you that they already won. They win in one turn. Or you're praying for a miracle. You're praying for a Hail Mary pass to connect. And then no luck, no cigar. And you still catch the L. So literally there gets to a point where Champions has this thing of like, they don't know where their meta is. They don't know where their meta is. Because I always said this, any champion could be beat. Might not be pretty, but they can be defeated. When was the last time people actually sat down and were like, okay, who's the best showdown tag team? Male and female. Better yet, who's the best mixed match showdown tag team? Does anybody have an answer? Who is the be-all, end-all Blitz champion? Who's the best overall male champion? Who's the best overall female? We got all these different tier lists, but we're getting such a fluctuation of new characters and so many banners. It's kind of hard. It's always changing. That's why less is more. If you have fewer banners within the MLC that showcase all these characters, it might be a little bit different. That's just me personally. They could easily had a banner for the first part of this month that had Rhea Ripley on it, that had Farouk on it, that had Adam Cole on it. And then after 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a half, switch to another banner with the other characters featured on it. And guess what? You could have kept Pete Dunne on there because he is the free-to-play unit. People would go after that banner. If it was only up for 2 weeks straight, and let's say all these other characters you threw on there, you could easily have a banner that featured Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, Rhea Ripley, okay? A very, very slight, small chance at some Walter Shards. Possibly. Possibly. Then you could even have Hulk Hogan and Mr. T on the banner, alongside with Farouk on the banner. People would go in for that banner because of how much value was on that one banner. Even if they walked away with nothing, knowing that all those characters that usually aren't like rubbing shoulders together are in one spot, people would have done it. People would do it. And it would have been more bang for your buck, whether you pulled on it one time or multiple times. And you had enough time where if you wanted to double dip, you could go ahead and do it. Have a little time, have a little breather to get your finances straight, depending on how your disposable income is. But nonetheless, that's the video. Just a little thing. Highly disappointed Cole wasn't a technician, trickster, or striker. Sad about the shard system, looking and realizing how much it backfired and how much now we are at its mercy when it comes to pulling new characters. Pulling new characters used to be such a cool thing back in the day, and now it's a miracle. It's a miracle when you pull a new character. Because I know there's so many people. Yeah, Randy Orton's cool. You know what I mean? Randy Orton's cool. Sting's a boss. Bayley, incredible. There are some free-to-play units that are great. They are like, you shouldn't feel no type of shame or embarrassment from having those characters at 4-star gold or 5-star. But it's nice to indulge once in a blue moon and walk away with a new toy that's different from everybody else's. And RNG was going to be RNG regardless, but the rates could easily be improved. Less is more. Could easily have fewer banners. Like FGL, they have an event banner that's up that offers a chance at not only the feature 5 stars for that event, the characters that are going to give you the most points. You got craft essences that are going to be used during and after the event that are going to benefit you. And the entire time that you're trying to roll for that feature 5 star for that event, whether it's a craft essence or a servant, you have a chance at pulling other 5 stars. You have another chance at pulling other 4 stars that might not be on radar. You might get spooked. You might get scoped by something that could actually help you out with other types of content. You have your event banner. You have your story gacha characters like a Silver League Pass banner, okay? You got your people there that are exclusives. You can only get them from this banner here. And like champions that used to be on banners all the time, now they got one selected spot you can go to. Then you got your friend point gacha, similar to how the 2-star premium superstar loot banner used to be. Same way, but just lower rarity. 3 banners. The friend point and the story gachas are constants. But that one event banner that's only up for 2 weeks, that's the money maker. Champions could easily do the same. They could easily do the same. And change it around when you get that person the first time around. When you recruit a brand new champion, whether a husbando or waifu, you recruit them. And then every time that you pull them afterwards, it's shards. The shard system is so backwards. But if they fix that one little thing, pulling on champions would be fun. It would definitely be fun. And a lot of people would ease up on the critique. But it's also a thing if you're making so many characters that are so unobtainable, it's basically a smack in the face to your community, and it's going to make more and more people quit. Especially when they realize how much money they've invested. I'm grateful for the whales as always, but at the end of the day, you can only spend so much and walk away with nothing that you just uninstall the game completely. So with that being said, y'all, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. Happy to see Adam Cole in the game. But champions needs to change its waves, man. I'm not feeling it. But do support the broskies. You know what I mean? They dropped that exclusive gameplay. Every mobile game has a set amount of content creators that are blessed with an opportunity to try out the new units that come into the game. And these guys put in that work, and they deserve this opportunity. Support them. And if you do go after Cole, I'm wishing you nothing but the best of luck. But again, I really feel less is more. Same thing with Dokkan Battle, the way I spoke about FGO, okay? The event banner, the story gacha, the friend point gacha. Dokkan Battle's the same way. They got 2 different characters up, one being a Super Vegito, the other one being a Boo Tanks, okay, that turns into Buhan. Literally, 2 banners that they want you to go ham on. They want you to spend on both. Your choice. Discounted multis. Do 3 multis, you get 1 free. And on that free one, you can easily walk away with one of those new characters. Multiple story events up and available that coincide with it. They don't oversaturate the market, so to speak. Champions blatantly, purposefully saturates the market. And at the end of the day, if they do it for too much longer, the well's going to go dry. And there's going to be no one left. So, y'all let me know your thoughts down below. And another Flash feud. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't know how to feel about it. If we start seeing more Flash feud series going, I understand multiple opportunities there to get more rewards. But only so many people are going to be able to capitalize on that. And man, I'm sorry. I love my time with my kids, spending time with my family, going on adventures. I don't dig being on the phone like that like I used to be. And I understand sacrifices have to be made to be at the top. Teamwork makes the dream work and all that. But if it gets to a point where it's consecutive Flash feud series, I don't know where the game's going to go on that, because people have lives. People got mouths to feed and bills to pay, and can't be spending every single weekend or every other weekend grinding out 4 or 5 different Flash feuds. So with that being said, y'all, mad love always. Sorry for this being very long, but I just had to get this off my chest. Until next time, y'all. Peace.